So I've had some people ask, rolling papers. It's okay. It's legal in Canada and medicinal. But anyway, I've had a couple people ask me about cosmic insight, and anybody that's into tarot has probably been over to Sal's channel and heard him talk a lot about it, but nobody knows how to use it. So I just want to give you a really basic rundown on that because, for those that don't know, Western astrology is actually not as accurate um, as the Vedic astrology because it was changed back in the Roman days to make it less accurate. So that's why Sal is all about the Vedic astrology, which is the true astrology. Usually, when you're going and watching readings, you're going to resonate with your Western sun sign because uh, you probably have that in another aspect of your Vedic chart. Um, that's kind of how I put two and two together myself when I found out that my Taurus is actually Venus and my Sun is actually Aries. But anyway, um, yeah, so basically it's just a free app. You go to the Play Store or whatever fancy iPhone has, and you go and download Cosmic Insight. It is free. Unless you want all the fancy extra features, then you'll have to pay for it. But the first thing you do when you load up the program, I'll just exit out real quick and I'll click it and it'll pop up. That'll be your home screen. And then at the bottom here, you'll see these icons and you'll just click charts. And that'll bring up this little piece here. When you first log in, you won't have a profile, so you have to build it. Click add profile, and if you've done like a natal chart before, it'll ask you like your birthplace, the date, the time, and all that good stuff. Some people don't know the time. That's fine. You'll still get a pretty accurate. I think it's like your rising or something that won't be. There's something that won't completely be accurate, but it'll get you close enough. But if you know the time of date or the time of birth, then it's going to be a lot more accurate. And then if you delve deeper into it, it'll help with predictions and stuff. But um, yeah, so after you set that up, again, you'll have your little profile there, and then you just click it, and it'll bring you up to this is my little home screen here. It's got your charts, it's got the current transit, nakshatra details, house and planets. Um, so basically, I think it's house and planets you click. Oh yeah, it is. House and planets. And then you click planets. And then that's where you'll get uh, it'll get your chart. So the ascendant, you'll get your sun, your moon, your Mars, your Mercury, your Jupiter, your Venus, your Saturn, your Pluto, and then your K2 and Rahu. Uh, oh yeah, I guess Pluto's not there. Sorry, I guess Rahu. It looks like Pluto backwards. I figured this is gonna be a little complicated, but so yeah, because because I was like having conversations with people about K2 and Rahu, and they're like, the frig is that? I hear Sal talk about it all the time, but nobody really knows what that is. And they're just astrological points in the sky, um, but they do have an effect on your chart. Um, Especially, I know it just flipped in my chart anyway. It went from Capricorn to Cancer, so my K2 switched to my Rahu. But then you can also see the aspects of the different planets and what is exalted and all that fun stuff, what house it is in, the ruler. Um, and then you can click house and get even more in depth to it. Get the aspecting planets and all that fun stuff. But as far as your chart, like you just hit planets, and then you can figure out your ascendant, your sun, your moon, because like it's usually your sun, moon, Venus, or your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter is the ones that you usually want to pay attention to. But different planets are aspected differently for different parts of your life. Like Venus, I think, is relationship, different stuff like that. But as far as predictions go, even Sal, well, you'll hear him say it only pertains to your ascendant and your moon sign. It won't have anything to do with your sun sign. But yeah, I mean that's a pretty quick rundown. Also, you can get to your nakshatra details. You've probably heard about the nakshatras, and then you could figure out. I think there's four of them. Like you'll have four different ones. Or I could be wrong because it looks like I have friggin' more than that, but I'm still learning too, y'all. But I figured I would just make this little video and let y'all know that the program's it's pretty complicated when you download it and have no idea what you're doing, and he doesn't exactly have time to, be like, yo, this is how it works. So that's why I figured I'd make this video. Just enjoyed myself some breakfast. I'm drinking a little bit of iced coffee, and then I figured I'd probably jump on and do some friggin' energy readings. Was doing some readings and just getting some pretty different messages as far as what I would usually get. Just I guess because of the Mercury retrograde, it is a time for reflection. So, but just getting a lot of that kind of stuff. But I'll do some readings and I'll get into that in a bit. But another thing that I would like to point out is, as far as the Mercury retrograde, a lot of people, they just freak out about it. I mean, like when I first found out about the retrograde, and I was kind of freaked out about it. But the only real constant thing it's going to do is screw up your technology. You might notice your internet's running slow, or you try to upload something, it fails, or a message doesn't send, blah, blah, blah. That kind of stuff will be constant. But as far as the aspect or the effect that it's going to have on your own life, like you're going to have to, you got to see where like Mercury is sitting in your chart, because some people it can actually help you. Like the retrograde can actually help you, so you might be just freaking yourself out for nothing. So that's another good thing to figure out how the cosmic insight works. But yeah, that's basically what I got to say, y'all. So peace and love.